Check, check. Is this thing on? Sound check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Woo! All right. I guess somebody's in here. Welcome. Check, check. Is this thing on? Sound check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Woo! Well, there we go. I kind of forgot to turn the sound off on the YouTube land. Check is in the mail. Oh, I'll take one. Sure. I'll take $100. Hey, I was on Cajun's panel, and somebody in Cajun's panel said if they drink a pot of coffee, they'll donate $100 to a charity. And I said, Field Guy 3116 Enterprises LLC will be gladly acceptable to take that $100 donation and turn it into $1 billion. David Carlisle's in the house. Dave's not here, man. Oh, shit. He's right there. Well, let's see how many people pop in from the old Cajun Coin Hunter raid. See, this is how we do it every Thursday night. Cajun Coin Hunter goes live from 7 to 9, and then I jump in from 9 to whenever the hell I want to get off. You know. So, welcome to the show. We got Brock's boys in the house. Whoop, whoop. Go Phillies. Go Giants. And go Angels, apparently. But, you know. So, we got a little bit of this, a little bit. Oh, I gotta, no. I did not send out the invitation to my co-host yet. I'm slacking tonight, folks. I'm really slacking. I'm still in that gotta get my brain out of the mode. But so far, David Carlisle is the only one from the Cajun Coin Hunter raid. But that's okay. I'm sure the millions and millions of people will pop in here and, you know, do the thing. So, let's see. I have to send my co-host the invite to the millions and millions of the Field Guy fans. You know, I have a fan base that spans 87 million people over whatever. This damn guy in ESPN, I keep telling this idiot I'm not making trades. This guy wants all my good players, and he gives me all his injured players. I keep telling him, stop asking me for a freaking trade. And he doesn't listen because he's an idiot. I had to block him on ESPN. He's still sending me trades. Oh, this is Cajun's thing. I can delete that now because I'm not on the panel anymore. Okay. Scintillating radio, folks. You know, I was trying to get my own radio show, but, you know, the guy shut down his radio station, so I'm very disappointed. But I'm sure there's plenty of internet radio people out there that would love to have my awesome expertise. You know, we can talk sports, we can talk politics, we can talk bullshit 101. I don't like to talk politics on YouTube, but you know, I wind up doing it sometimes and pissing people off because whatever. Okay. So, all right, there we go. But we ain't pissing anybody off tonight. All right, who's else in the panel? Senor! Holy crap, Senor is in the house. The man, the myth, the legend. He must be going to work. He's going to win me $1 million tonight, folks. That's my good friend from down the way. So, yeah. So, yeah, he's going to work right now. So, he's probably got me on there listening and, you know, who dat and go Tigers like normal. Waiting for my co-host to pop up. I sent him the link, so he'll be in here in a minute. So, you know. There he is. Well, so far, it's only been you and David Carlisle. I don't know where anybody else has been to. They might be in the chat, but, you know, if they ain't subscribed to me, I got that 20-minute window. So, you know, that'll remind everybody to subscribe to the channel. You know? So, it's all good. But, I sent you the link, as always, Cajun. I think it went through, But, you know. Colt 49ers in the house. Works every time. The Billy D. Williams commercial. Colt 45. Works every time. Hey, Miss Missy, how you doing? Appreciate you popping in the chat. Like always. All right, I think I got this worked out. 1, 2, 3. You know him, you love him. Hell, you just seen him. You're going to see him again. Here he is, Cajun Coin Hunter in the building.
Go Tigers! Whoop whoop! Who that?
That's right. And I can say this because I'm on my chat. Fuck the Falcons.
There's Miss Missy, Colt 49ers, Robert Martell. What's up, mon ami, mi amigo? We got some Martells. We got some Martells down here in Eunice, Louisiana, Southwest Louisiana. But they coon asses. They Cajun French. They pure Cajun French. They don't talk Spanish. They talk French.
He talks taco. No, I'm taco. He's
Susanna Marijuana. How you doing, Miss Susanna? I was making a joke.
Oh, I was like, who's in here smoking the dope?
Hide the drugs. Hide the drugs.
Zanron's in the building. Hide the drugs. No. Zan, how you doing? I tried to comment on a few of your videos. It wouldn't let me. So I don't know what. I guess YouTube was messing up. Because I watched one up, but it wouldn't let me comment.
Whose videos?
Susanna's video. Got like 30,000 subscribers. Yeah.
Dang.
She's pretty big. So
big channel, you mean?
Yeah. I don't mean her literally. I mean the channel. I mean, I've seen her thumbnails, but I haven't, you know. I watched a couple of shorts.
Oh, okay. She's Asian, Philippines, I think.
Well, all the Filipino channels get a million subscribers, 2 million, 18 million. They all follow each other. See, if the American people would do that, we'd all be monetized. They all get monetized within 3 days.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing. The Filipinas, they stick together because they have to, but they're in unity, which, you know, if America was in unity, we wouldn't have all this bullshit we have now. Everybody would be monetized and we'd be happy.
Right on.
You know, so. Yeah, but I don't expect many people from your chat to jump in here. Some of them do, some of them don't, but they might be able not to, you know. I mean, I have that little thing on. Wait another 10 minutes, you're good. I should reset it to 5.
Go on forever. Yeah, I know Rob Bernard. He used to DJ at my cousin's radio station. He had the Rob Bernard show in the evenings. Oh, yeah.
I have no idea who that is, but.
Oh, man. Shit, he was on American Bandstand 2 times. He's the only one that's been American Bandstand twice in a row for 2 hits. He had 2 hits in a row back in the 60s, late 50s, 60s. This Should Go On Forever, and forget the other song. Congratulations to you, darling. I think he's been on there 3 times on American Bandstand.
Yeah. Been on there for a while. Let's see.
That's when Dick Clark was real young and Robin Bernard was young too.
Yeah. Well, he brought back American Bandstand every so often. It ran from the early 50s to the late 60s, and then it stopped, and then it came back in the 70s, and then it was around in the early 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And then he, you know, brought it back here or there, and, you know.
And MTV came out, and that screwed that up.
Yeah. Brock's Boys in the house.
Brock's Boys, what's up?
Go Phillies, go Giants, and for whatever reason, go Angels.
How's Aaron Jordan doing?
But that's right. Who Dat Nation, all the way. But people lip sync on every freaking show ever. Go look at Ed Sullivan. They lip sync. Go look at they always lip sync. You can tell when people lip sync. You really can, because singing it live sounds totally different than the live version. And you can tell. I mean, go watch the best of Ed Sullivan. Them singing is basically the album, word for word. You cannot produce the same music as you can on an album. I mean, it's hard.
It's all right.
Yeah.
There were very few people that actually played the music and sang on American Bandstand. There was a few, not many, because most of the time when they were going through there, they were on tour and they were in town when they were filming American Bandstand because it wasn't live and it was pre-recorded. And they had, once they sang a song or maybe two, they had to leave right away and jump on a plane or their bus, and haul ass and go to their next or venue, arena or Coliseum or whatever.
That's good to hear, Brock's boys. They're doing good. Yeah, I know they're Angels fans. I've watched the videos, so they always say Angels. Well, Aaron would say,
I asked them earlier how Aaron and Jordan were doing. That's good. Thank you for the reply.
That's his granddaughter's.
There's Southern Coin Hunter. All right.
Southern Coin Hunter in the house. Who dat? Who dat nation? Let's roll.
I sent him a link, but he said he was busy packing up and all that. He's got a trip coming up this weekend, and he's going to be here Sunday. So we're going to make a live stream Sunday while he's here, or a video.
I'm off Sunday. But I got family coming in, so I might be able to. One of my other aunts, not the aunt that I go to, and I have another aunt coming. But she's only going to be here Saturday and Sunday. She's leaving Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon. But, I don't really get along with her too much. But, she's coming or whatever. So I'll say hi. I might spend a little time with her and whatever. But
he's going to be coming back from North Louisiana, heading back home. So he'll have a chance to stay a few hours. At least he'll have a chance to eat. To eat some of Mrs. cooking like a bunch of other YouTubers have done, I know I'm not on that exclusive list yet. I'm very disappointed. One of these days. Damn, they got your cigars on a UPS truck. Oh man, they missed you. Oh man.
All right, boycott UPS, folks. They stole 49ers cigarettes and cigars.
Cigar, big Cuban cigar, Monte Cristo.
Wait, where they sent them cigars to? If they ain't sent them to your house, where they sent them to?
My house.
Shit, Cajun smoking. Be like, hey, Colt, thanks for the cigars, appreciate it. Shit, he'd be on the next bus. He'd be driving up there. Give me my damn cigars. Hell, be like, I smoked them all. Hey, you smoke them if you got them. That's the rule, right?
That's it.
Well, we're gonna change the banner thing a while.
Quick wrench, you made it home yet?
There we go. I think he said he was home in your stream.
He said he was heading home.
I thought he said he was home.
Oh, later on? Oh, I didn't know. I didn't see it. I know when.
I'm pretty sure he said I'm home.
About 7:30 or so, he said, "Just got off of work. I'm heading home."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said he was home already.
Oh, well, I know about 8:30. It takes him
wrong.
about an hour and a half to get home from work, and he don't live that far. It's just the traffic,
Yeah, if I had to commute an hour and a half, I'd be dead.
Man, like on that Katy Highway, Katy, Texas freeway, man, that thing's like 14 or 16 lanes wide, and they still get traffic jams on that thing. Coming out of Houston, and into Houston, man, I mean, 14 lanes wide, man, and
same.
There's just a lot of people heading to work from that area on the Katy freeway going into Houston, and then when they get off coming out. And I mean, originally it was 4 lanes. You know, it was a small island. You know, back in the 70s and 80s, there was only 4 lanes. They didn't think that them engineers back then, when they built the freeways and the interstate, they did not think ahead in the future this far.
Well, no, they didn't. They just said, we got it built. That's that. We're done. That's why every few years they gotta widen stuff out and fix stuff because they make the vehicles bigger and bigger.
And then, like the Baton Rouge, the new bridge, Baton Rouge Bridge, you know, the one on I-10, we call it the new bridge because they got the old bridge up on 190, you know, right north of it, a couple of miles, 3 miles or so.
Yep.
And getting off, coming from Lafayette, you go over the bridge, going into Baton Rouge, 1 lane to get off for I-10. 1 lane.
Yep.
110, the 110 exit ramps were 3 lanes. Okay, well, and that don't even loop around Baton Rouge. It goes north and dumps into Highway 61, you know, airline.
Yeah.
And they get, but there's 3 lanes, and half of them cars don't go past Government and Florida and all that. You know, they don't go all the way to the end.
They're still doing that stuff up there in Baton Rouge. They're still doing all that construction. They got a whole new overpass.
That's all I used to smoke was big cigars at one time.
I mean, when I went up there, about a month or 2 ago, past Baton Rouge, they were building a whole new freaking overpass, whole new exit. I don't know where, but they were building one. They were widening out.
Yeah, like, they widened the off ramp on from the bridge to go to I-10.
Like near me, you get about 30, 40 miles away. They're widening that thing for about a 30-mile stretch on that connection going that way. You pass the thing where it goes to Jackson. They're widening all of that. They're widening a lot of stuff. They're widening the stretch down here because they had a really bad accident about 4 or 5 years ago, and it wasn't as quite as that 100-car pileup, 150-car pileup. But they had something like 20 people die one night because an 18-wheeler crashed into this one and it catapulted, and a bunch of teens passed away. So after that, and one of the parents got together and they did a petition and stuff to finally widen the bridge because to make it from a 2-lane to a 4-lane, about a 30-mile stretch. I forget where it starts. I know it goes. I think to the parish lawn and it stops. All you gotta do for a good cigar, you should take a cigar, you wrap it up, put some Ajax in it, you set that sumbitch on fire, and you go. There you go. No, I don't really know nothing about smoking. Smoking isn't my forte. So I don't know. If I knew anything, I would think about it, but you know. Well, let's see. I didn't get to look at the coins today because I didn't have to count for that. I'll count it tomorrow. I did count a till, but I didn't do a register thing today. So no new coins, no new bills. That 52 nickel is still sitting in that till, though. Still. So one of these days, I'm going to grab it.
I'm looking at the satellite, and I don't see any new construction going on. It's probably an old satellite picture.
Well, it's going towards the first one I was talking about. Go past Covington near me, and they widening all of that going that way. But I went up there. They were doing stuff. But they were doing something
off the bridge.
They were doing something in Baton Rouge a few months ago. It looked
they might. I see something.
It looked like they were building another overpass.
I do see something that's new. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they sure do.
Yeah, it looked like a whole overpass, like an exit thing. Yeah. And then they were taking down those sound barrier things, and they were putting new barriers up. You know, the sound for the noise for the neighborhoods back that way. They were built because those things are falling apart. But see, Southern, he lives out there. He knows. Shit, yeah. Jeff Landry's gonna spend that money. He ain't gonna be like Bell Edwards and just like put it in his pocket, not give a shit. But I don't really feel like getting up and getting cereal. I'll do that later. I'll do that in the morning, maybe get some cereal. Got me 2 more boxes of my Cheerios pumpkin spice last night. So
Yeah, I do see something new on that satellite that I didn't see before.
yeah, well, it's been what? When did I go up that way? About a month and a half ago, end of April. I have to go through because I have to go through Baton Rouge. And then you go over Baton Rouge, you get off at that Lobdell exit, and that starts going towards 71 eventually. I got to go that way, so I call it Lobdell. It could be Lobdell. I don't know.
It's Lobdell. Yeah, and that goes to 190.
Hey, it's cheap as hell, Scott. It's Cheerios. I don't care if it, it's cheap. It's Cheerios. Who cares? It's pumpkin spice. It could be a banana for all I know. So,
John Isabella, what's up, mon ami?
What's going on, John? Appreciate you popping in the chat, like always.
Yeah, Piper's Haven. They got a pipe shop in the mall. Pipe and cigar shop in the mall. Acadiana Mall.
Ain't too bad. And,
you can smoke in. That's the only place you can smoke in the mall now.
Well, they had it at my job called. They had, hey, whatever they got, I'll buy because it's cheap as hell. So, they had 3 boxes of it. I bought one and I bought the other 2. I didn't pay a whole lot for it, so, and it's Cheerios, so why not, right? I mean, it expires in August, so I got 2 months on it to eat it. So it's not.
Man, it's good 6 months after you. If you don't open it, that'll last 6 months to a year.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Southern Coin Hunter had scrambled eggs and biscuits for supper tonight.
Ain't nothing wrong with breakfast for supper. Not at all.
There you go, Archaeology Mikey. Somebody said what they having for lunch and dinner. I went to CC's and had 8 pieces of pizza.
Somebody can't see the D on David Carlisle's name. So YouTube is screwing David. It's not putting his whole name up there.
I don't know if you want YouTube screwing you. And if they are, I hope they're using lube. Because, it ain't going to be pretty friendly if they ain't using that lube. Apparently, YouTube doesn't know how to use the D. They don't know how to use the D properly. See, I see David. I have never seen Avid. I don't know. I've always, and no matter what.
I've always seen David. I've never seen Avid. Never seen
me neither. I've always seen David. I've never seen, and I've been in a lot of streams where David was there too, and I have never seen that thing. Oh, Quick Wrench is finally home. Okay, so I was wrong early. Somebody on panel said they want home, so I don't know. Well, I'm cheap as shit, so if I got cereal for next to nothing, I'm gonna eat it. And I never eaten pumpkin spice before, but you know what? It's Cheerios, so I'm eating healthy. So, I have no idea who John Wallace is, but I'm sure I can look it up and go, oh, that's it. If it's a John Wayne movie, then we're talking. You can't go wrong with the Duke. No, you can't. So, I mean, if I got the Grit channel. I was tampering around with my antenna and I was flipping it around and I said, let me put the thing upside down and let's see what it does. And I picked up more channels than I had before. I said, that's amazing. I flipped the thing. You put the antenna in, it's up. I got them down and I'm picking up more channels. I got them pointing to the ground. And of course, no matter where I'm at, I don't put the antenna in front of the window, which I should. I put it in the opposite direction. So... But, I mean, I got 63 channels as it is.
Wasn't John Wallace a basketball player or, I think, not baseball, I think it's basketball.
Probably. Andy Griffin and Johnny Cash.
He's one of them old famous well-known basketball player or something like that. I mean, you don't hear a lot about him, but he was known for something in basketball.
Unless it's the 1919 Black Sox scandal, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I could Google it and figure it out. I know a lot about baseball, but that name just doesn't pop up in my memory banks. But I like how Paul Skeens and Ohtani was going at it yesterday. And Paul Skeens struck out Ohtani on 3 pitches, 100, 101, and 102 miles an hour. Second time at bat, Ohtani hit a 2-run shot off of Skeens. Third time, Skeens got up there, struck his ass out. Boom, 3 pitches in a row. So
Andy Griffith and Johnny Cash movie based on a true story.
I'm Johnny Cash. You're under arrest. And then he starts singing.
Cash plays the sheriff. John Wallace plays a murderer.
County. We don't have counties down here. You know, we're special.
Andy Griffith played the murderer of John Wallace. Okay. I know John Wallace, if I'm not mistaken, he's a basketball player. Let me look it up.
Andy Griffith played a murderer. That's something to know. That's like Mr. Rogers playing a murderer.
Sports. Oh, well, it's sports.
Oh, you'll find with that name, that's just like John Smith. You will find baseball, football, basketball, hockey, tennis.
Okay, yeah, he was American professional basketball player, and now he's a current broadcaster on the MSG networks.
Yeah, but that's not who they're talking about, though.
Right.
But you got to watch the Grit channel. That's awesome.
Damn, he was 6'8". Yep, he was a basketball player. All right, I'll be back.
All right. Well, Randy Johnson was 6'10", and he played baseball. And this Cajun will be back moment is brought to you by Grumpy Stack Tires. Hi, friends. Buy Grumpy Stack Tires so I can get my damn ad revenue. You know, you go up there, you knock on the door. Hey, Grumpy, give me some damn tires. And, no. Well, Cajun will type that in. I'm too lazy to type right now. That's why I'm sitting here talking. We never did figure out where the hell Raging Cajun is. Raging Cajun, get your ass on the panel. Tell me where you at so I can win $1 million. Hopefully his thumb is healing up pretty well. Or maybe it healed up already. I got a thing of Neosporin in my hand, so because I'm always scraping myself on something, and I'm always using this thing. This damn thing expired August of 2022, but just because it's got an expiration date doesn't mean it's expired. Oh shit! It just came out like a loaded gun. So, I mean, it's still 80%. I'm suing Ups. He was the tallest pitcher ever. Randy Johnson had 303 career wins. He was kind of wild in his first couple of. Why Randy Johnson was good? He got advice from Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan told him you should do this and you should do a curveball and you should. Nolan Ryan's the one that told him you should do a slider. That just kind of Now Raging's around somewhere. I seen him last week. He was in somebody's stream. He was in somebody's stream. Was it mine?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, well, that's the last time I seen him. Yeah, I think he was in mine. And then he disappeared. And then one by one, everybody disappeared. Hey, if you say Minnesota Miracle, Elvis pops up. So what is Raging's catchphrase?
He didn't tonight.
You kill him, we grill him? I don't know. If you say Raging's catchphrase enough times, it's like boom. It's pretty cool, Brock's boys. I have Randy Johnson's not autograph. I have his rookie card for all the top score, Donruss, Fleer, but I don't have all the variations of the Fleer card. I only have the 2 of them. I have the regular one and the blacked out one. Because with the Fleer card, when they took his picture, they had a big ad for Marlboro. And Fleer didn't want to use that because they didn't want kids to smoke. So they tried to black it out, and they put a blue box or a white box, then they tried a black box and a red box. So there's I think 8 variations of that card floating out there. Now, I have a variation of the Billy Ripken F-Face card with the white out and the black out. I'm actually going to buy the official card where it's the F-Face, and, one of these days, it's out there cheap enough, but... yeah, because Randy Johnson was freaking wild. I mean, you got a 6'10" guy throwing 150 miles an hour at your head. Yeah. Just go look up John Kruk in the All-Star game. He threw over his head, and Kruk was like, oh, shit, flipped the helmet around. And, Brock's Boys knows what I'm talking about. And, but, yeah.
Fats Domino, French Creole. Yeah, well.
Yeah. I lived near Fats Domino for 15, 20 years, and I went by his house every so often. Never got to meet him. I should have went and knocked on his door, but who knows if he would have been there. I mean.
Me and a buddy of mine passed in front of his house. We was going to bid on a job, big 3.5 story, 3 stories plus the attic, and they had some rooms in the attic, plus storage in the attic, but 3.5 stories. It was 3 stories plus the attic. We were going to bid on restore the 3rd floor, and we was going to live in the house. We had a room that was not quite ready, but we was going to live in that room while we was working on the house. So we was putting in a bid on it. We went to that house, and then anyway, Clay Baldwin is his last name. Remember, I couldn't think of his last name. Baldwin. His dad owned some kind of business in New Orleans and Slidell.
Whose last
you
name?
Ever heard of Baldwin? I don't know. Some kind of consultant or lawyer or some big shot. A couple of officers. Anyway, Baldwin. Anyway, his name's Clay Baldwin. He was older than me. I'm 60. He ought to be about 70 by now, I guess. 65 to 70. Idea. And anyway, we're riding in his El Camino, and he said, "Oh, look at that! There's Fats Domino's house right there." And he had a pink picket fence around his yard.
Yeah, it changed over the years, but yeah, his house was yellow house and a pink fence, and it changed over the years. After Katrina, he changed it a little bit, and it was I think it was because if they did a thing on Treme where they went to his house and you could see the outside of it. I forgot the street name. Now it's called, I think, Fats Domino's Drive or something. But
Antoine Domino Drive or something.
Something like that, yeah. But I forget.
It could be Fats Domino Drive. His real name was Antoine.
Yeah, I know that. But
they had something on YouTube I seen not long ago, and it had it was the movie Roadhouse 2024. The new Roadhouse movie they made with what's his name?
I hate remakes. I don't watch remakes.
No, this is a good one. There was the Roadhouse Patrick Swayze, but this is Roadhouse 2024. Oh yeah, man! And it was made down in the Keys. They got all kind of Louisiana boys in there and the singers. They got Tommy McLean, CC Adcock, and them. That Rockin' Doopsie, the Zydeco guy with the hat on and the sunglasses.
Yeah, I know.
And he falls to his knees and does all them crazy dance moves and shit on stage.
Yeah, I know who he is.
In there. That's Rockin' Doopsie.
And
then they had a song in there that they sang, and it was credited Tommy McLean and Robert Guidry and Antoine Domino. It didn't say Fats. It says Antoine Domino were the songwriters to one of the songs that they were singing on there. But there was a guy I was raised with in Abbeville. My dad was raised with him. I was raised with his son, but I knew him well. And Tommy McLean and Fats Domino, they wrote that song, and that's the song they had played on that movie. It was an old song. Tonight, gotta go out dancing before I grow too old. That one right there. Gonna see all the city lights. That's a famous song. I mean, it's world, nationwide, you know. But Fats Domino helped write that song.
Brock's Boys, I would have went to Kurt Schilling. I would have said, I know you're pitching, but hurry up and sign this, please. I got things to do. Hey, I got the GOAT's autograph. Drew Brees, greatest quarterback in NFL history, who just last week or 2 weeks ago, about a week and a half ago, got elected to the New Orleans Saints Hall of Fame. I think in a class by itself, if I remember right. So he's going to get Drew Brees.
He's in the Hall of Fame?
No, the Saints Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay.
He's not eligible for the actual Hall of Fame for another 2 years. You have to be retired 5 years. No, the New Orleans Saints put him in the Hall of Fame. You know, the Saints don't retire players. I mean, they don't retire numbers. So there's a petition out there to get number 9 retired. Because, you know, no one's ever going to wear number 9 again. If they do, they crucify. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Missy said
Yeah. I didn't have a chance to look it up yet.
No, you
want to... My Google's slow when I'm on...
Yeah, Saints have a Hall of Fame. They've had one since 1980. I know the guy that runs the Hall of Fame.
John Wallace, murderer, Mississippi murderer.
Yeah. Every year, the Saints usually put in 2 or 3 players from the Hall of Fame. But the funny thing is, they say sometime during the year, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, he's going to be inducted officially. I think it's going to be when we play the Broncos, you know, when Sean Payton comes back to the Superdome. I think it's like week 8. I think it's going to be that game because they're going to want Sean Payton there. So.
Georgia.
What the hell's Georgia? I don't know.
Murder in Coweta
I think County. He's just screwing with you, David.
Yeah.
Go look up the Saints
76 book, a 1976 novel, a book by Margaret Ann Barnes, and a 1983 television movie on CBS. It was a movie made for TV starring Johnny Cash and Andy Griffith. John Wallace was a wealthy landowner. Wow, had virtually unlimited power in Meriwether County, Georgia.
I'm the sheriff for this here town.
He even had the sheriff under his thumb. Wow.
Yeah, who that? What's going on? Who that nation's taking over YouTube? But, yep, the greatest quarterback in NFL history was inducted to the Saints Hall of Fame. Well, he will be inducted, but, you know, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be that Broncos game. I'm pretty damn sure. Because Sean Payton was making a comment about he wants to be there, and you know, I think it's week 8 we play the Broncos. So, you know, they picked the Saints going 10-7 and winning the division. I hope that's true this year. But I'm still open for any trades. You know, if anybody wants Derek Carr, if you want to give us donuts, a 6-pack of beer, you know, a 3-day-old bagel. I mean, hey, anything's, you know. Anything's negotiable. If you take Derek Carr off our hands, it's all good. You know. Hell, I'll even take, what's his name? You know, Richard Goff. You know, the Lions quarterback. Big Dick Rich. So, we all know it's Team Taysom. Archie's been in the Saints Hall of Fame. Eli Manning didn't play for the Saints, so right then and there. No, I said Drew Brees is the greatest. No. Eli is a great quarterback because he's from New Orleans, obviously. But that's a giant. You know, that's in your Hall of Fame. Archie is in the Saints Hall of Fame. He was the first person, I think, to go in. Saints Hall of Fame was founded in 1988 by Ken Trahan, who I know. I met him several times. He's a sports announcer. I know He follows me on Twitter and Facebook. Maybe
he only killed one guy. That was it. I thought he was a mass murderer, but no, he just killed that one guy.
I killed a potato salad once. It was pretty good when I ate it. But let's see. Yes, I'm hoping for the scenario where Derek Carr breaks his leg, in comes Taysom, and we lead him to the promised land. You know. I mean, I wish we had the Vikings on our schedule 17 times. We'd have an undefeated season. But, you know. I mean, we have the Falcons twice, and they suck ass. The Panthers twice, and they suck ass. And, you know, we all know about the Bucs, how they suck ass. So, that's 6 wins right there. Honestly, we just got to win 4 more out of those 6. And there you go, 10-7, and, you know. I watch True Crime Network pretty much every day. I didn't show him the car, but I told him it was a 1980 Chevrolet Cutlass, and Cajun knew right away what it was, so I didn't have to show him. But Bob, I've met Bob. I got Bobby Hebert's autograph. I met him several times. He's not a bad guy. You know, I've talked to him on air already. I've called in. He already looked at it. He looked it up on his own, I think. I've looked at it already. I've called Bobby Hebert on the phone. No. That picture you sent me said 1980 Chevrolet whatever.
Come out. Show it. Share it. Oh, you can't. It's on your phone, huh?
No, he sent it to my Twitter, and I don't feel like turning my camera on.
Oh.
Well, Cajun knows what a 1980, I told him it was blue or purple. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I've seen 80 Camaros already.
You could jump on the panel and you could show Cajun yourself if you want. Yeah, that's a funny one. Well, you got the Who Dat Nation was born on the cowgirl, so you know. But
what's up, Mr. Jack?
There's a few people in here that's a Cowboys fan. Savage Batman, when he's a Cowboys fan. Dale, Corner World UK, Cowboys fan. So I mess around with them, but
now you gotta admit, there was a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans for one reason only: the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. That's the only reason they were Cowboy fans. But back then, when they was dominating the game, winning Super Bowls and championships, yeah, and everybody in America liked the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody in the United States because of the cheerleaders. But
that was Tex Schramm's. That was Tex Schramm, the general manager's idea. He showed that to Tom Landry. Tom Landry was religious. He thought that was pornography. And Tex Schramm says, "Let me show you what pornography is." And he pulls out a tape of Debbie Does Dallas, and Tom Landry runs out the room. He's like, "I don't want that porn on my thing." And that was the first cheerleader thing, and then it took off after that. But
that was made after the cheerleaders. After the cheerleaders were very popular.
Yeah,
it was based on the Dallas cheerleaders, though.
Well, no, I know that, but
yeah.
But that's how the story goes, supposedly.
Yeah.
Because Tom Landry was Christian, he was religious. He was like, "Why do we have to have cheerleaders? I don't get that." That's right. Go Taysom. Go Taysom. That's right. They got Taysom in training camp. They got him lined up as fullback. Well, fullback. They got him lined up running back, which he should be. They haven't put any snap. They haven't gave him any quarterback snaps yet, but that's okay. We're waiting for Carr to get injured, and then Taysom will step up. Because I don't think they're going to put Rattler in there, and I don't think they're going to put in Hayner. So, because we got 4 quarterbacks on the roster now, Spencer Rattler, he's going to be a star in this league. I promise. It may not be for us, but South Carolina quarterback, yeah. I actually like our draft class a lot. And I'm still waiting to see if the Saints are going to trade Lattimore. They probably are. But we re-signed Bradley Roby. We let him go a few years ago for cap salary, but he's still pretty good. He's a special teams player. But I saw that crap. I'm like, why in the hell are the Vikings wearing all white? You know why they're wearing all white? Because when they shit their pants, they want their opponents to see that they're scared shitless of them. They're scared shitless, so their shit turns white, so it matches their uniforms. So there's no stains, right? I saw that today, and I go, what in the blue hell? They're winter uniforms. They don't even play outside anymore. What the hell are they going to have a winter uniform for?
When they go away on an away game, say in
yeah,
up north somewhere.
Yeah, southern corner. I was up in Shreveport last month, and they got that whole Texarkana, Louisiana, Texas, and blah blah blah. And in Shreveport, they show the Dallas Cowboys games, but in the last few years, they have a poll on them. But well, yeah, it could be waving the white flag also, Zanron. I'm gonna call you Zanron, even though you're low key. I'm gonna call you Zanron. Unless you get pissy about it and say don't, but whatever. So, Skippy Doo-Wah.
Well, the Saints, they got some white pants, don't they? With the black shirts, they're away or games or whatever.
White pants and they do. Yeah, Drew Brees wore the white pants and all white. It's an alternate. Each team's got like their alternates, but. I had a friend growing up. His name was Skippy Doo-Wah. Dubois. Dubois. But I call it
it's Dubois. The last name you're talking about? Yeah, Dubois.
I know. But he won. I don't know what his nationality was, but we call him
French.
Skippy Peanut Butter. Call him Peanut Butter.
French.
But it's all fun and games until you show yourself.
I was raised with a bunch of Dubois down in Abbeville.
Yeah.
They got one guy who was he played in the band, the T5, and he was the sound man for Wayne Toops years ago.
Yeah. The best
call him Bones Dubois.
There you go. The best jersey of all time, in my personal opinion, is the San Diego Chargers powdered blue throwbacks they wore in the 60s. I just like those powder throwbacks. Powder blue throwbacks, that's awesome. I've seen myself too. I broke some mirrors the other day.
Just passing by them, huh?
Yeah. I still ain't got those digits yet. I must be slipping. Back in the day, I could get them girls' digits in 2 minutes. Now I'm kind of like, I don't know. This generation, I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh. Let's bring up somebody in the chat. Quick Wrench.
Quick Wrench. What's up, Dave?
What's up, everybody?
Same old bullshit. Another day.
Yeah.
But, I was going to set my thumbnail because you know what today is, right? June 6th?
7th, isn't it?
Oh, D-Day or something, huh?
Yeah. 80 years ago today was D-Day.
Yeah, D-Day. Yeah, my dad was in that. Damn, I don't know why I didn't remember that. Every D-Day, my dad would bags and all that stuff and everything up in the yard.
I had a thumbnail, but I don't know where it is. I had a thumbnail from, because the National World War II Museum is in New Orleans. And I haven't subscribed on YouTube. So this morning I was watching stuff that they were going to do and,
I like that new Detroit Lions uniform too.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good. Biden shits himself every damn day on TV. That ain't nothing new.
That's why they make them wear a diaper.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't fail to understand why El Presidente. We got a president in office that shits his pants, and people actually applaud it. I'm just like, really? Is that the new thing now? I'm just like, the man doesn't know where the hell he is, and
Well, it
everybody's
takes 10 minutes to applaud. That gives him time to go wipe himself and change his pants.
Yeah, I saw Mimi today, right before I went in your stream earlier, and it says Biden when the drugs wear off, and he's just staring into space, looking like, huh, and I'm just like, he does that with the drugs.
I don't like the man because he lies about everything. Then says the other guy's a liar.
No, June 6, 1944 is the invasion of Normandy when they stormed the beach, Omaha Beach. December 7th, 1941 is when Pearl Harbor got hit.
All the beaches, and there was not just one. There was several beaches that day.
Well, Omaha Beach was the main one, but yeah, they hit. There's a bunch of them. I gotta find that thumbnail because I got a pretty cool thumbnail for that. You know, I should have put on it. I should have put the title 80 years ago, America kicks some ass.
On my dad's discharge papers, it had everywhere he went, and Normandy was one of them. D-Day.
See, my grandpa, well, both of them were around. They didn't talk about it, so I don't know. I mean, I know my grandpa. I know his rank and everything, and I know he was in the Navy.
My dad talked about it every chance he got.
You know,
I bring some new friends over to the house. Daddy point to his discharge paper. Look at that.
My grandpa he would not talk about it, period. I found out his rank and everything because I ran his name. You go to the World War II Museum in New Orleans, and I have the little coins. I don't know where they're at now, but I've showed them in the past. And you put their name in there. You can look them up in the database. He was actually he wasn't a private. He was one step above private. I think he was
corporal.
Corporal. Yeah, I think he was a corporal. I'm pretty sure he was a corporal because of the pins that he had on. But
corporal's 2 stripes, 2 chevrons.
Yeah, but he was only in the war. You know, after the war ended, he got out of service, and that's when he went to work for Shell offshore. And he did that for 40 years. Exactly 40 years. He retired on his 65th birthday. On his 60th birthday he retired. I think it was. Yeah. But,
United States is not the only ones that stormed those beaches, though, on that day.
Oh, no. It was England, France.
All of them.
Yeah, but
all the allies.
Yeah, all the Canadians. The military was a big part of it.
Canadians, yeah.
They should go, Jack. I haven't been in about 6 or 7 years, but they're always adding stuff.
A lot of people think it was just United States military. No, it was joint forces. It was joint forces.
No.
The Allies were the good guys, the Allies, and then they had the Axis, which that was at one time Russia was part of the Axis because then Adolf Hitler betrayed Stalin. So Russia got in on the Allied side, and that's kind of what.
And then after the war, Russia became Germany. Russia started trying to take over the world, and then we said, good.
Russia was actually, Germany actually had Russia as an ally. They were the Axis powers, though. But, Adolf betrayed Stalin, and then Russia became an enemy of, that was the Eastern Front, the Russian front, that was where the Germany and Russia was having battles at, like Ukraine and Germany now. Russia now at the Ukraine borders. That's the front. They call it the front lines.
Well, Canada's
tearing up Russia with them drones. Blowing up their tanks, their best tanks too. The turtle tank. All it takes is 3 drones and it's done. The first drone, the whole. If it don't, the second drone does it, and then the third drone gets into pierces the body armor and all that, sets all the ammunition on fire and everything, and the tank goes up.
Hey, Canada's got Santa Claus in that nation, so Skipper was using that Santa magic back in the day.
Well,
little magic.
Canada still is a very powerful military because they're backed by the UK and France.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
And they got all the technology we have because we share it all with them. And they share theirs with us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, of course, they're not going to teach you about that, Zanron. You know, you gotta some things they don't teach you everything about the war. There's still stuff you can learn about all these wars. You know, not everything is known. You know, I mean, most of it is, I'm sure, but you know, there are some stories out there that's been lost to time. A lot of these soldiers didn't talk. You know, I asked my grandpa several times growing up, "What did you do in the war?" He's like, "I'm not talking about it." He just would not. Even on his deathbed, I asked him. He's like, "Nope, not talking about it." He's like, "Nope."
My uncle was in Vietnam in the United States Marine Corps, and I never really asked him too many questions. He said a few things a few times, but I will tell you this:
Hold on.
if he's now getting older and he needs some surgeries. When he gets put under anesthesia, and when he's coming out of it, he fucking thinks he's in Vietnam, and he does some crazy ass shit till that anesthesia wears all the way off.
My uncle was in Vietnam too. He was in the military for 30-something years. I have his machete.
My uncle was in the thick of the shit. He was in the Marine Corps in Vietnam, and he saw it all and did it all. He's even shot twice.
My uncle was in Nam, and then he was stationed in Germany for a long time. That's how he met his wife. That's why I have an aunt that's German. So I used to speak German pretty good, but I don't speak it that much because I haven't seen her in about 10 years. Because half the time she has dual citizenship. So 6 months out of the year, she teaches in some college in Germany. So 6 months out of the year, she's in Germany. 6 months of the year, she's here. But I haven't seen my uncle in probably a good 10 years or so. But I used to speak German pretty well. I showed her that German coin I have, the one with the Nazi, I can't remember the name of it. And I showed it to her, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, I seen this growing up." She knew exactly what it was. She goes, "Oh, I got one of these," and she showed me the one she had. Same thing, just a different date. You know, I don't know where that coin is. I got it somewhere. I didn't do a video on it because back in the day, YouTube was censoring all that crap.
I got coins from countries that only existed for like a day or two or a week or two or whatever, and they're no longer countries anymore. My dad used to collect coins.
That's always good.
What you got them handy or not?
No, they're packed away. They're packed away in my closet. They're actually in old coolers.
Oh, okay.
I have a challenge coin too, John.
Yeah, challenge coin are neat. Yeah,
I have a challenge coin.
Good to collect.
Challenge coin. I don't know where it is at the moment, but I've done a video on it. I've shown it many times.
Yeah, that was what, $30 or something? $40?
It was originally 40, but I bought it on sale for like 60%. So I only paid like $19, I think $20 for it, or $21.
Not bad.
And he gives them out to like cops and stuff like that, and military. And what generation? I was born you're only a month older than me. I don't know what they call it. X, Z? I don't know.
I don't know what generation I am. How old are you?
44.
Generation X was 1965.
I'll be 49.
Generation X started in 65. Born, if you were born in 65.
What are you? 75.
Yeah.
I think you were an Xer. I think.
I saw that thing recently.
I'll be 49 years old. I'll be 49 years old in 6 days. So anybody wants my address, not my email address, but my home address to send me something, I'll give it up. I can tell you right now what I need. I can even show you the part numbers and everything. You can go on the Snap-on store and share pictures.
There you go. That's the wish list.
I'm telling you, I was looking at some stuff, some extra additions I want to get for my ball joint press. I cannot believe the prices of their shit. I mean, Snappa makes quality stuff, but I mean, come on now. The prices of this shit.
Yeah. I might have my Ted Nugent coin over here. Yeah, I bought a Ted Nugent challenge coin. I actually bought it for my birthday. It's got Ted what has it got on the front? It's got it's got a picture of I think a bald eagle, and it's in the US. I did a video on it. And on the back it's got an Indian.
What, Ted Nugent coin?
Yeah, Ted Nugent challenge coin. See you later, Southern Coin Hunter. Appreciate you popping in the chat.
All right, Southern Coin Hunter. Have a good trip, man. Be safe.
I know Ted Nugent personally.
I've been trying to. I want to interview him on my channel. I sent them a few emails. Of course, you don't respond to that or anything. But I've been on his Facebook pages, and I'm trying to interview a few celebrities, but I haven't heard.
I know a few people personally that from the Metro Detroit area, from Metro Detroit, from Michigan. Michigan.
I'll see you Sunday.
Mostly musicians, but
Madman.
I know personally very closely. I know Bobby Ritchie, which is that's Kid Rock. I know him very, very well. My brother-in-law went to high school with him. I know Eminem, and I know Ted Nugent.
Eminem's a traitor. That bastard said something about Drew Brees in a bad way. So, yeah, he said something about my quarterback. So we don't deal with Eminem's crap anymore. But where's my? There we go. Wait, I guess I'll turn my camera on.
Kid Rock or Bobby. Bobby is like
Bob Ritchie. Yeah,
he's one of the. Bob is probably one of the coolest guys I've ever met. Like that's famous. He's wealthy. He's the type of guy you show up at his house and
Doctor Who in the house. He's confused. He thinks he's a Vikings fan all over again. I met this person, and at the time I had no idea who he was, but my dad knew. So we in New Orleans, went to Guitar Center, and this thing's all beat up, completely beat up. But I went with my dad, and I didn't know who he was at the time. I'd heard his music before, but it didn't register to me. And I think I was like 18, 19 years old, and we were playing, and they had people playing guitar riffs and stuff. It was pretty awesome. But I found this recently. And if you know who Steve Vai is, I got his autograph. I met him. So, see, on stage with Steve Vai. He did a free concert, and I got him to sign this. So, I got to do a YouTube video on this. On the back is a sticker I put on there or whatever. So, this thing survived a lot of crap. I thought I lost it, but that's proof that I met Steve Vai.
I went hunting with Ted Nugent.
Oh, I'd love to do that. Shit. The two people I want to try to interview is Ted Nugent and John Schneider.
Well, I didn't get anything when I went hunting with Ted Nugent. All I know is he took down a decent-sized 4-point buck, and I asked him, I said, how old do you think he is? He goes, fuck, I don't know. I didn't ID him. That's exactly what he said. I didn't ID him.
Yeah, I follow him on YouTube and stuff, but
he's a real fun guy to hang out with. Kid Rock Bob is a real fun guy to hang out with. I've only met Eminem a few times. Honestly, he seems to kind of be a punk, even though I know he's a couple years older than me. He's not a kid anymore. But a lot of people don't realize how old he is. I'm gonna be 49. I'm pretty sure Eminem's a year or two older than me.
He's got to be 51, 52 at least.
Yeah, he's a couple years older than me. I'll be 49.
He just redid one of his videos. You remember that video? What was the video with Jenna Jameson in it that he did? What song? I can't remember whatever song it was, but he just whatever it was, he just redid that video with new porn stars in it, where he's in the bed and he's got two porn stars around him, and I'm like, this dude's trying to do the Fountain of Youth. Not that I used to like Eminem. I had a CD, but then he started talking shit about my quarterback, and I'm just like, that's it, done, boom. Doctor Who, stop doing that shit in the chat.
What's up, Doctor Who?
Stop spamming my chat with that skull shit. You're a Bills fan.
Oh,
Don't make
thank
me
you.
don't make me time you out for 10 seconds. I don't want to, and I'm not going to. But you know, you hang around.
I can't wait for football. I can't wait for football to start again. I want to see how the Lions do this year.
Who's your team, Quick Wrench?
Well, I live outside Metro Detroit, so it'd be the Lions.
Ah, well, you see, you and Zan
we had a very, very productive season last year. Actually, the last couple of years, we've had productive seasons. Got a lot of young guys that are really showing a lot of promise. I love the coach.
Yeah, you know, Low Key, aka Zanron, he's a Lions fan. He lives out that way, so he's been telling me for 2 years the Lions are going to win the Super Bowl. So,
where you from, Low Key?
Yeah, Dave, y'all in the same area, just about.
Well, I live in Macomb Township right now. I was born and raised in Sterling Heights, Michigan. I lived in North End of Warren for a while. When I say North End of Warren, like across the street from Sterling Heights, 14 Mile Road, just the south side of it.
Where does Chef Scott live? Don't he live in Michigan?
Chef Scott.
Yeah.
You mean Shade Tree?
Yeah.
Well, he's got a place in Florida that he inherited, and he's also got a place in Ohio somewhere.
Oh, I thought he was in Michigan. No, it's Ohio. Okay.
We have a Livonia in Louisiana. I pass through it every time we get to my aunt's house.
Yep. My daughter was her later life, she was raised in Livonia. You know
exactly where
Louisiana, Livonia, Louisiana.
I know where Inkster, Wayne is. I know where Livonia is. Livonia is not that far from where I work.
Field guy, you know what Dee's Diner is in Livonia? Past the red lights, heading west. You pass the red lights in Livonia. They got a hotel on the right and Dee's Diner. It's that like a Mel's Diner, that big shiny rail car.
It's not on the side where I go because I've never seen it. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, you passed in front of it 1,000,000 times.
The gray diner, the gray trailer.
It's a silver trailer. Dee's Diner.
That thing's been closed. I went there to eat. I went there to eat last year. It's been closed. I went there to eat. It's locked up. Yeah.
The one right past the motel in Livonia.
Yeah, it's closed.
Okay. Well, my daughter
used to 2 years.
My daughter used to be the assistant manager right there at Dee's.
I went there to eat. One day and pulled up and no lights on. It was locked. I went in the hotel and I asked them and they said, "Yeah, they closed it down. It's still there." I'm gonna post a picture of it. I never knew what it was named, but
like Dee's Nuts, my blue nuts.
My blue nuts. Don't get KJ started with that. He's got some blue nuts, folks. Not to be confused with blue balls.
Well, yeah, blue nuts, blue balls, blue nuts.
You guys mentioned that shit. A friend of mine, she's like, her age doesn't matter. She's like 36. She's got I think he's 13 years old now, maybe 12. But he somehow or another took a treble hook. Was that the 3-hook fish hooks?
Yeah, treble hook. Yeah.
It got it jammed up in his head, in his forehead, and he would not let them put a shot in him. He was being a little bitch about it, freaking out. He would not let them put to numb him so they could carefully remove it.
A local anesthetic. Yeah.
So they had to put him under. They had to sedate him because
yank it out, man. It ain't gonna hurt no more than already is.
That's what I told her. I said, Jamie, I'd have just yanked it out of my head when I was a kid like that and put a freaking Band-Aid on it. And so this kid's coming out of his anesthetic, and this Jamie, my friend's telling me, she's like, he's sitting there, I'm sitting there, we're in recovery, and he's waking up and he's saying, he's grabbing his balls and saying, "Come, these nuts, come play with these nuts, this and that." And he's just saying all it's off the wall shit. And the nurse, I guess, laughs and says, "Hey, don't worry about it. This is normal." And I said, Jamie, now you know what the kid says on the fucking playground. He just gave up all the truth while he was coming out of anesthesia. How about my balls in your mouth? He was saying that. These nuts in your
Damn,
mouth.
teabagging it, huh?
These nuts in your mouth. His kid doesn't even remember any of it either. She says he's laying on the bed, you know. He's just saying, "How about these nuts, your mouth?
Damn.
These balls in your mouth."
Y'all ever heard of Couillon Douillon, the Cajun comedian? Couillon Douillon. He's got a YouTube channel. It's
I probably heard it from you or Colt.
Cooyon, Couillon and Douillon, Duhon. That's his last name. Anyway, I was born and raised with it, him and his brothers, and his little brother came to Jody's Pond one day, and we were all fishing. Me and Nicky Bergeron, his little brother, and then Craig. He was my age. And Kevin Douillon, Couillon's little brother, he lived not far from the pond. You know, like I live close to it. And he came over, and he had his riding reel. And I didn't know he was behind me. I cast it, and my hook caught him in the ear. I pierced his ear for him. Caught him right in the lobe right there. It didn't go all the way through, but we still called it. I pierced his ear. And if the barb would have went through, you know, we'd have had hell getting it out. But it just slid right out. I grabbed his ear and I grabbed the hook. Boom. And I said, when you get home, better put some alcohol or something on that, some methylate, which is iodine, and killed it because I had a worm on my hook. You know, so that was kind of some juices from a worm. You better put some alcohol on that when you get home. He didn't cry though. You know, he was young. He didn't cry. We were all young. I think I was probably 8. You know,
yeah.
And we'd all fish at the pond and catch brim and, you know, a few sac-a-lait every now and then. And they had an alligator in the pond. I caught him a few times. That was my first experience at wrestling alligator, messing with a gator. 8 years old, wrestling a gator. He was little. He wasn't but 3 foot long.
I've seen them, but I haven't had to interact with them.
With alligators?
Yep.
Oh man, I love gator.
I got a friend that went to high school that lives in Florida. That's his business. Is he goes and like somebody calls up and says, "Hey, I got a gator in my pool."
Oh, pest control guy.
Yeah, they got a gator in a place that they don't want it. He goes and gets them out of there.
Where's that at?
He's in Newport Richey, Florida, actually. So he's
okay. I knew it wasn't up in your area.
He's a little north of Tampa, so he'll serve all the way.
Yeah,
he'll go south of Tampa.
Yeah, they got a lot of nuisance gators around there, but I knew you wasn't talking about Michigan.
No, not Michigan. We don't have no fucking alligators here yet.
Yeah, got them in New York. They're in the sewers. Stays warm down there. They live off the rats down there. Man, they got some big old sewer rats down there, but I like that.
Where?
Yep.
Yeah, they Norwegian sewer rats.
Where at?
They in New York City, down in the sewers underneath the city and the tunnels.
There's some good sized rats in Detroit, but I've never seen any rat the size of a rat I've seen in New York. I will say that.
Yeah, they a Norwegian rat. That's a different species. That's why they're so big. When the boats used to come over, you know, bringing product in the New York from Norway area and all that. That's how them rats got over here.
They stowed away.
And then people in New York, years and years ago, they were buying them as gators as pets. You know, the young ones. And then when they get tired of them, when the kids would get tired of them, over time, they flush them down the toilet or whatever, and then that's how they got in the suit.
Yeah. Trying to find this. Where
White
is
Castle.
this?
White Castle, Louisiana.
I know this video is still around somewhere. I think it was longer than a year. I think it was 2 years. This video. Oh, I gotta update that other video. Oh, well, there we go. You can't really see it so well. It's only got 31 views on it. You can't really see it too well. But Ted Nugent Challenge Coin. So, you know, if you go on my channel and type in Ted Nugent Challenge Coin, I actually tagged Ted Nugent in the thing, but not short, and then, you know, whatever. But, yeah, it's like 2 years ago I bought that coin.
Yeah, when I go lean off the dock, well, when I hang off the dock, that's when I got to worry about the gators biting my nuts off. When I lean off the dock, they can't jump that high.
I don't know. Them suckers adapted now. Them suckers adapted.
It is very true that animals adapt.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They always
You know,
adapt.
you first were allowed to go up in the freaking trees in a blind, and you could go up 14, 15 feet. They never looked up. Now these guys are going up 20 and 30 feet because the deer look up and when they're walking through the woods. They learned that
Actually, they smelling when it looks like they looking up, but they sniffing because they smell something in the area, and it's probably you they smelling or the hunter up in the tree stand.
The biggest deer I ever got in my life. I haven't hunted in a couple of years because I just been too freaking busy.
Best thing to do.
Kind of
like
lost
we
the
used to
ambition
do.
for it too, because the property I used to hunt was my grandparents' farm, and we still own it. But all the surrounding property owners have sold their properties now. It's like everywhere that's surrounding my property, because there's so much hunter presence there, it's not funny. So it's like it's a tough game to hunt out there now. They make a lot of mistakes.
Amateurs.
Well, I had a sweet spot, and this guy freaking invaded it basically right on the corner of the property line. He's on his property, so I can't say nothing, but he does a lot of stupid shit. But the biggest deer I ever got, I actually was about to end my evening because I was starting to lose daylight. So I lit a cigarette. I'm getting ready to lower my bow down to the ground. All of a sudden, I hear something come through the wood. So I got a cigarette in my mouth, just like I do now. I pull my bow back up nice and quietly, cock it, and I'm sitting there and just listening and watching. And all of a sudden, this nice 6-point, beautiful buck walks right in perfect range. And I was like, with the cigarette in my mouth and all, pink. Never smelt me, never heard me, nothing. And I was just about to end my night.
That works. I had one doe come up.
Afraid of squirrels. The squirrels are just nothing but a flying rat.
I had one doe come up to me in my stand, not up to me, but in range. I'm drawing my string back on my bow, and my shoulder, I'll move like this because there's some branches in the way right there. And I'll move like that, and my shoulder cracks. And that deer heard my shoulder crack. And that's it. All I saw was white. That tail sticking up in the air, heading the other way.
Why and when did Detroit finally become the second most dangerous city in the United States? It's probably one of the most dangerous. I don't know if it's second. I don't know if it's third. It could even be first. By capita, it's probably one of the top ones because so much shit happens down in Detroit that doesn't even get reported because they're John Does and nobody even knows who they are.
Yeah. Well.
They pick up dead bodies from time to time all over the place in the suburbs of Detroit. Nobody even knows who they are. So it don't hit the news. They might throw a picture up. Anybody that has any idea who this person is, please contact the Detroit Police Department or state police. But they don't even say if they're alive or dead sometimes. I mean, Detroit used to be a city over 1.5 million people. I think they're a city of around 680,000 to 700,000.
Well, that's because of the car manufacturers. You know, look at all the houses and apartment buildings and stuff that's abandoned. You know, I mean, perfectly good when people were leaving, getting fired from their jobs, laying off, and all that because of overseas car manufacturers assembling cars in Mexico and what have you. That's what happened in Detroit right there.
Now, the downfall of Detroit, the major downfall of Detroit, some of it had to do with the industry and the car market, but the major downfall of Detroit was Mayor Coleman Young, that was mayor for I don't know how many years, but he had an idea. He had a vision for Detroit to make Detroit a black city with all black businesses run by black people. And I'm not racist in any way, shape, or form, but that doesn't work. You need the diversity. Now that diversity is coming back in Detroit, and they're rebuilding neighborhoods and they're putting in nice townhouses and condos and all this stuff. They're redeveloping the downtown areas and all that. They are bringing back people in, and it is diversity again.
Well, you need that. Hell, Ray Nagin, mayor of New Orleans after Katrina, said he called it a chocolate city. He goes, that's my goal, to have a chocolate city. And people criticized him for that. He's like, are you serious? Because New Orleans is mixed with, it's always been mixed with all Creole, Cajun, white, black, mulatto, whatever. But that he actually came out and said, I want it to be a chocolate city. I'm just like, that's a stupid, they booted his ass out after that. And then, he went
Coleman Young was down in Detroit as a mayor. Should I have to look it up? He was mayor for a long time, but he had a vision. He wanted to make that a black city, black business, black run. And you need the diversity. And seriously, back when he started that whole theory, there was a lot more racism going on. So a lot of the black crowd was still held down. So you didn't have the money, as Low Key says. Coleman Young was a freaking mobster in Detroit for what, 20 fucking years? How long was he there? He was a mobster in Detroit, and
if I didn't know it any better, I thought y'all be talking about LaToya Cantrell, the current mayor of New Orleans, who thinks she's the she's the crime czar in New Orleans right now. She runs it all.
Now the mayor of Detroit,
all the Cantrells I know are white.
The mayor of Detroit now is doing a very good job. I think the mayor of Detroit's doing a pretty damn good job.
There you go.
And he's a Democrat, but I'll give him a credit. I think he's doing a pretty good job. We have a Democratic governor. Other than disagreeing with a few of her ideas, I think overall she's done a
I'll be right back.
job. Now we have a Democratic president. I think he sucks. I think he's a crook himself, trying to make another guy look like a bigger crook than him. When you really look at our federal government and what's going on, it's embarrassing.
Oh, you were asking about the gins a while ago? All right. I'm a baby boomer.
Stretching Gretchen.
I just made that.
That's a great one. Stretching Gretchen.
But 65, if you were born from 65 to 80, and 80s included, you were Gen Xer. You were born from I guess 81 to 97, you were Gen Z. Oh wait, no. It's between 97 and 2012. Let me look at this little chart right here.
That's for Scott Keller, my pumpkin spice Cheerio.
65 to 80 was Gen X. The millennials were 81 to 96. And then 97 to 12 is Z.
Look, YouTube says I have 0 people in and I got 4 people chatting. I don't understand YouTube's logic. It pisses me off. What? Cereal.
Oh, I'm getting hungry.
You see me eating.
Yeah, I've been hungry for a little bit before that, and then last night we doctored up a pizza that I bought when I went to the store the other day. With David Ardwine, he brought us to the store and made the round, dropped off the bills and the drop boxes at the utility places, and then went to the store and came back and unloaded groceries. But I bought a pizza. It was a $5 pizza, Brookshire's, I think, and we put ham on it, cut up ham. Missy browned down some pork sausage, ground pork. Brown that down, like you do hamburger meat, and put ham. Then we had a little bit of bacon, and then we had some mozzarella cheese and some four cheese mix. Put that on it, plus and I had some pepperonis, the round pepperoni, and they had a bunch of. It surprised me how much pepperoni they had on that pizza, just out the box, man. And it was a supreme. They had Italian sausage on it, and we put jalapenos on it, and I covered the whole thing with pepperoni. The whole thing. You couldn't see the pizza because of the pepperoni.
Wait, is there such a thing as a weed pizza? I'm sure there is. John said he can go to the store, get pizza and an ounce of. I'm not familiar. I don't smoke the weed. I don't know what crumble weed is. I'd have to rely on y'all for that because I don't know.
And I cooked that in the oven. Man, that pizza was, it was about that damn thick.
I just looked it up. Coleman Young was mayor from 1974 to 1994 in Detroit. 20 years.
Huh.
Yeah, but that mayor probably didn't do good for the car industry then, huh?
He didn't do good for any industry down in Detroit.
Uh-huh.
Once you got in and you got connections, doesn't matter who the hell hates you. You're going to get reelected. That's like reelect me or else.
Well, that's where a lot of your mafia bosses was around that area. Chicago, Detroit, all that.
His son was a mafia boss or a mafia connection or something.
He probably was under one of the mafiosos' thumb.
Yep.
Well, that would have been the Tocco family. That would have been the Jack Tocco, the Detroit crime family. It's one thing that's interesting. Detroit had, and probably still does have, and it's very hidden, very kept quiet. But Detroit had one of the most predominant mobs in the United States. I mean, they were the powerhouses of it all.
I thought that was Chicago.
No, that's what all the movies show: Chicago, New York, and New Jersey. But Detroit actually they were some of the kingpins, man. And you never hear about it. The only thing you ever really saw about mobs in Detroit was if you watched the movie Hoffa.
Huh? Hoffa?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
With Jimmy Hoffa and his story about being the president of the Teamsters.
Yeah, Teamsters, yeah.
Yeah,
was that in Detroit or Chicago?
In Detroit.
No, he's from Detroit.
That's what I thought.
The original kingpin of the mafia here in Detroit was Zarelli family. And then when old man Zarelli got sick, he turned it over to his nephew, Jack Tocco. And Jack Tocco and Zarelli's youngest son, or his oldest son, Anthony Zarelli, were the two kingpins. Boss and underboss.
There was a guy that confessed before he died about.
I am a Dago, so low key. I actually personally used to know these people. I don't anymore because they're dead. But no, they did exist and they were real.
Oh yeah.
If you were a bookie, you had to pay your dues to them. They did a lot. They ran a lot of shit. They've been investigated time and time again. Still to this day, anybody that has anything to do with that family, the FBI is still all over. It's still looking for any evidence of where Jimmy Hoffa is.
Well,
He
this
was
guy
making the hot dogs.
and said, and look,
Not
they
buried anywhere.
shot him in the head
never
with a
existed.
shotgun,
Detroit Mafia was the quietest of them all.
blew his head off,
They
and
kept
cut him up in
They
pieces
kept
and
low
threw
key.
him
They
in the
were not a
river.
John Gotti. They were not a John Gotti crime family. John Gotti did something that the Mafia has never done before. Is he became public and he loved it. He was like the Donald Trump. Like, Teflon Don, you can't touch me.
Well, they got the guy that ran New Orleans. Was it Castellano or at the movie JFK? Oliver Stone movie was based on. Jim Garrison, the district attorney, actually conceded that he was the one who had Kennedy assassinated for, I forget the reason why, and they were trying to get him for a long time, and he died eventually. So,
nah, low key, you're wrong. 5 Mile Road, ain't too bad. 6 Mile Road depends where you're at. 7 Mile Road is probably the most dangerous strip that goes straight across Detroit. Would be 7 Mile
wait,
Road.
there's actually a 5 Mile or 10 whatever Eminem movie.
Yeah,
8 Mile.
8 Mile. I don't know. I've never been.
8 Mile. There's 6 Mile.
That's an
6
old
Mile.
movie, man.
6 Mile.
That's old.
If you're
So
in,
there's 8 Mile.
the 6 Mile Road, and if you're in Highland Park, I think it's called McNichol. It's McNichols, but it's still 6 Mile Road. 6 Mile's got a lot of fucked up spots on it. But 7 Mile Road, the 7 Mile Road stretch is probably the fucking most dangerous stretch through Detroit. If you don't know where you're going, like an out of towner, you don't want to be on 7 Mile Road. 8 Mile Road, north of 8 Mile Road, you're out of Detroit, but 8 Mile Road isn't bad.
If I ever
5
make
Mile
it to Detroit, I'll find you, Quick Wrench. I'll find Zanron. I'll be like, hey, where we going?
I forgot cut up into pieces and threw in the river.
The 5 Mile Road's better than fucking 7 Mile Road. I'll tell you that.
Wow. They had that rumor for years that he was buried under the Meadowlands, and they proved that to be false. I think they cut his body up, made him into a hot dog. Somebody ate him. They didn't bury his ass anywhere.
No, he's in the river. He's crab bait or fish bait.
They could have stuffed his ass in a barrel and dumped it in. Yeah.
Hoffa, I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you too. From just what my what my grandfather told me on my mother's side before he passed away, because he knew a lot of boys back in the day. He wasn't involved with them, but they're family. Some of them were family.
Yeah.
Like distant relation, but they're family.
Oh, people knew things. They just kept quiet because they knew what would happen if they said it.
But he died right after they were digging up that so-called farmland property in Oakland County, where Anthony Zarelli on his deathbed said that's where Hoffa was buried. Most likely, originally Hoffa was buried there. But I'll be honest with you, Jack Tocco trusted nobody. He was a crime family leader. He trusted nobody. Never trusted anybody. It wouldn't be surprising if he went and got him out of there. My personal opinion is they probably knocked his teeth out, ground those things up to shit, and they fucking threw him in a hog farm. And the hogs ate him, and there's nothing left of him. He'll never be found. It's gone. History. I doubt he was ever dropped in the river. I doubt he's part of 696. I doubt he's part of the Renaissance building.
There's a link to that video.
Well, I remember they got him for a meet, and it was at the Red Fox Inn or
the Red Fox.
I remember that. That was the last time he was supposedly ever seen.
Well, he's sitting waiting somewhere in a car, supposedly, and we never saw him again.
Yeah.
Every lead they've ever gotten, they found nothing. And I laugh at it because I'm like, I'm trying to remember the last time when they dug up the farm out in Oakland County, or this empty land in Oakland County, looking for him. I thought to myself, I forgot how old I was, maybe 35 or so. I'm like, maybe I was like 40. I'm trying to think when they actually did this. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. He's been gone for this many years, and there's still FBI still got that much of a hard on for the FBI, or the FBI's got that much of a hard on for the few remaining old farts that are almost senile left that could have had anything to do with it. That they're still looking for him because
they FBI will keep tabs on anybody till they're 99.
Detroit Mob always beat the FBI. The only thing they ever got the Detroit Mob on is racketeering charges and illegal weapon charge, some bullshit stuff that they all got out of for a very short period of time for. They never got them on anything major.
Yeah, it's crazy. Excuse me. I ate my fill of Cheerios. Well, I could eat more. I got two more boxes of this stuff. I bought two more.
Never got
Did you do the puzzle on the back?
No, but it's you take
tic-tac. Oh,
you take a half a Cheerio and then you take a full Cheerio and you play tic-tac-o.
Like Detroit Mob still this day has never been busted to the degree of other big mobs like the New York crime families.
They're still around. Yeah, they're never going to go anywhere.
You had major busts by the federal government on Chicago crime families, New York crime families, New Jersey crime families. Detroit never had a major bust on them. I mean, they've had major invasions on them, but the outcome of it, they never got much. They never found much of anything.
Yeah, they were smart.
They were the original. They were like the OGs. They were smart. They kept their shit quiet.
Yeah, that's why they got caught, because everybody was, too many people knew, and they mouthing off and piss somebody off, and they know some secrets, and they know they're going to jail for a while. What do you think they're gonna do? Of course, they're gonna start singing. They're gonna save their ass. No.
Yeah, when they go to prison, they accidentally get killed.
When I was a young mechanic, I used to actually work on some of the enforcers for the Detroit Mob work on their fucking cars because they found out I was a mechanic. It was awesome working on Novi Toko's car and Paul Corrado's car. Hey, well, you're ready. Find any freaking wire or bug in the car, let me know. I mean, it ain't my specialty. I'll do your brakes. I'll fix your ball joint. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll get your check engine light. But searching for an FBI planted freaking mic and bug or whatever, that's not my specialty to look for shit like that.
Well, you knew cars. You knew cars well, so you knew what was not supposed to be in there. That's why they wanted you to do it.
Yeah, but I never saw anything on the cars that wasn't supposed to be there.
Well, they had it. I'm sure they had it somewhere.
I watched too many mob movies. What used to bug the shit out of me is, almost like one time I made him laugh. It was Novi Toko. He was an enforcer for the Detroit crime family. He was a nephew of Jack Toko, the leader. I mean, you can look this up if somebody don't believe me. He actually said one time, my brakes are making noise. Can you go check it out? And the car's parked out in the parking lot. I said, yeah, you go in it and pull it in the bay. And he's like, why do you want me to pull it in the bay? I said, I'll guide you and don't worry. I said, so why do you want me to pull it in the bay? I said, in case the damn thing blows up. I said, I've seen a lot of movies. And just laughed at me. He says, get the fuck out of here. Get the car in the shop yourself. I said, that car blows up on me, I'm going to be mad. He said, no, you're going to be dead and burnt. I said, I'll be mad. I'll get out of that car and I'll cut you on fire. I will run right toward you, jump on you and hug you.
You got a Joe Pesci moment coming up. Funny how?
I got to go get something to eat, fellas.
Yeah, I do too.
finish off
me
that
meatloaf.
pizza, I guess.
I got
all
meatloaf
good.
and mashed potatoes waiting.
All
for
in
me.
my name.
I got meatballs from yesterday, but I'm not eating it until tomorrow. I finished. I finished the rest of the Cheerios. I got 2 more.
I ate
bottles.
almost half last night.
I got some spaghetti meatballs for tomorrow.
Let's get it. All right. All right, guys. Y'all take it easy.
Appreciate
Y'all.
y'all.
All right. As always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. I plead top.
See you, Cajun.
Yep. Y'all have a good one. Everybody have a good week. What's left of it.
No. See you, Quirk Ranch. Appreciate you popping up.
No problem.
Oh, look, it's me. If Cajun stood around, he could email you the link. I don't put the link in chat because you never really know who's out there. But we had a buddy for governor, Buddy Roemer. He was in between the Edwin Edwards stints, But all right, turn the camera off so I can sit here and go, "Hey, how you doing?" Bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, if Cajun sent you the link, you could pop up. Oh, I know you. Yeah, I know you. I just don't put the link in the chat. But I don't have you on media social anywhere. At least I don't think so. We got to get Brock's boys up here one of these days. I know he's at work. We got to get Brock's boys up on the chat so we can talk some baseball, Phillies, and Astros and shit. When the hell is Matt Scherzer pitching again? He's sitting on my fantasy team. He's on the IR. I mean, I got Verlander back. I got Clayton Kershaw on the freaking IR. I drafted all these pitchers that started the year in the IR and hadn't pitched yet. But don't worry. By the time the playoffs come around, the ESPN Fantasy League, I'm going to have every goddamn pitcher known to man pitching. But, well, I don't generally drop links in the chat, John, because of trolls. Yeah. Get rid of who? Kershaw? Nah, I got him sitting in the IL spots. I got Kershaw. Yu Darvish is in my IL spot too. I got Scherzer, Kershaw in both leagues. I have 2 leagues, both ESPN leagues. One of them's I think one of them's a Florida league and one of them's a Texas league. I don't know. I think. But I have Kershaw. See now I drafted Paul Skeens because obviously LSU go Tigers. I knew he was going to pitch. I also put Dylan Cruz in there, but Dylan Cruz is still in AAA, or I think he's in AAA right now for the Nationals. He's kind of struggling this year, which I don't know why. LSU had 3/4 of their team drafted, and they still almost got somewhere. If the stupid ass outfielder didn't drop the goddamn ball, LSU would have beat North Carolina. We'd be having a super regional in Baton Rouge right now. They blew a 3-2 lead in the 8th inning, 3-3 into the 9th, going into the 10th. Guy hit a fly ball to the wall. All they had to do was catch it for the 3rd out and fucking drops it. And then North Carolina, like the next batter, I think it was, hits a home run. That's it. I'm just like, fuck. Really? Paul Skeens would have no-hit North Carolina every damn day. I mean, Paul Skeens threw a no-hitter this year, technically. Not technically. He threw 6 innings and no-hit ball. But I drafted Paul Skeens. Everybody said I was fucking crazy. Oh, he's not going to be in the majors this year. I said, bullshit. The Pirates are desperate for pitchers. Trust me. The Pirates will call up Paul Skeens. It wasn't even a month and a half. 6 weeks into the season, they called him up. Less than that. Shit, Paul Skeens is already like, what, 3-0? 3-0 or 3-1. He struck out Ohtani. So, I mean, Skeens, the first 11 batters he faced, he struck out. I'm telling you, Skeens, if he pitches long enough, is going to win 300 games. You know, if he pitches long enough. But I mean, nowadays they get paid a shitload of money, so I mean they don't pitch long enough. But if he pitches long enough, I think he'll win 300. I really do. But you know, but next year, and I have a strategy. I usually kind of draft LSU players. I kind of tend to pick who I know, but usually I pick the same players every year. But no, I know that, John. I just don't post my link in the chat. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people that's sitting out there that can click the link and jump on the panel. I've had trouble with that in the past. No, it's not you. It's just that anytime I put a link in a chat, somebody tries to grab it and porn bomb me. Every time. So I just don't do it anymore. That's why that's why I give it to Cajun, and I let Cajun, you know, do it. It's nothing against you. I know who you are and everything. I'm just saying, if I put it out in the chat, they may have somebody out there, I don't know who's sitting out there hiding, lurking, because they do that. They will click it. Of course, they won't get anywhere. I'll see it. But, you know, that's why I'm kind of careful with why I don't put links in chats anymore. Because I've been in streams where that's happened. You know. But I mean, in the future, if you make even if you make a dummy account just for messages or something, you know, then I'll post it to, you know, that's how I get Xanron on the chat, or one of these days we'll get Brock's Boys up on here. You know. I used to get all the ladies on my panel. They all disappeared on me. I remember one time in the past, I was doing a live stream, and I was doing a live stream for about 3 hours, and I had 6 ladies on the panel, and there were no guys in the chat for 3 hours, which was weird, because I got 6 ladies on chat, 3 of them in bikinis at the time, not doing anything, you know, risque, nothing, but they just happened to be in bikinis or whatever, tops, low-cut top, whatever it was. No guys in the chat, and that astounds me. I'm just like, wait a minute, I got all these ladies on the panel, no guys. One by one, the ladies start leaving to the point where they all left, and it's just me. All the ladies leave, and then all of a sudden the guys start coming in chat, and I go, isn't this supposed to be the other way around? Generally, the guys, you know, pop in it. No, I'm not saying it's anything against you, John. You're fine. I know you. It's just that I'm just saying that I've had people do that to me before. Like fake accounts, I've had them do that to me before. That is why I don't post links in chat. You know, it's just being cautious. That's why I let Cajun do it. Cajun sends out my links to, you know, people I know, or people I trust. Like if you had an email or if you had something, then I would tell Cajun, send you the link, no problem. You know, I have no problem with that. You know, but if you don't have any social media, if you don't have an email, and I can't send it to you, you know. But plus, I'm probably not going to be on too much longer anyway. I might do about another 10 minutes because I'm already at an hour and 50 minutes. So I try to limit it to 2 hours. That way, because last week I didn't do any live streams. Or the week before I didn't do any live streams. Oh, you have an email? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you want to post it, you can post it, and then I'll screenshot it and delete it real fast. Or you can delete it real fast, because I have a pretty good trigger when I'm screenshotting. but I don't plan on going much longer. You gave it to me? Oh. You might have gave it to me years ago. I just don't remember. Time to pick up the dirty laundry. I got some socks over here. I got a pair of drawers sitting on the floor. I got to put in the washer. I don't know why it's sitting over there. They're not, you know, whatever, but they ain't clean, but they ain't dirty ass, but but you know. I'll look through my email. I got so many contacts on my emails. I'll look through it. And then next time I'll pull you up on the panel. But that's usually the way I do it. I share it. I give it to Cajun, and then Cajun emails everybody. I let him run it generally. I'm doing a stream. I'll do a stream tomorrow night, but I won't be home till about 10:15, probably 10:20, because I have to work late. I might make it home by 10. Depends if the damn cab picks me up in time. I might make it home for 10, maybe. But I'm doing a live stream tomorrow, so if you wanna pop up on the panel tomorrow, John, I'll let Cajun know, and then Cajun can, you know. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow, Brock's boys. Yeah, I don't get off till 9:30-ish. It depends on. I got to do the counting down. I got to count 12 tills a night. You know, being a manager is difficult. You know, but hey, that's what happens when you get a promotion. You got to do more things. You got to do adult things. So, but I got to do like 18 different audit reports. I have to take pictures of all the audit reports. I have to send it to like my district manager, my store manager, and my assistant manager. And it all has to go through their email address before I can leave. So literally from 9 o'clock, I start counting things at 9. I have 18 different steps in order. I have it's really 1 through 6, but there's 3 different parts on all 6 of them that I have to go through. And I have to do this in order. And really, I have to start this around 6 o'clock when I got to count all my tills, count my safe. Then I got to recount them at 8 o'clock. And I recount them at 9 o'clock when the store closes, because then I got to count everybody's till out and add up the sales. So it's a pain in the ass. So I'm really not supposed to be there past 9:30. But honestly, if it's just 2 people, then I'm pretty much doing it by myself. And when I'm running it by myself, it takes usually. Well, when I'm running it with my coworker, it takes longer. When I do it by myself, I'm out of that 9:30 because I start doing this shit right at 9. And I go, pull the damn thing, pull, let's go, count fast. So I kind of get it going. So probably 10:15 the latest. You know, I'll jump on. I'll do about another hour or 2. You know, we'll have Cajun on. You know, I'll let Cajun know that you want to pop up. So I am okayly awesome, but I'm disappointed Elvis ain't here. So, you know, he's probably lurking in the background. I don't know. You got to get Doctor Who. Why are you still banned on Instagram? What did you do? What did you do to piss off the Instagram gods? I'm trying to send you a message on Instagram that says cannot send. So, I don't know. I'm very disappointed. You know. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I just got to take 6 different pictures to 3 different people. So, I mean, there's a lot. Sometimes I can skip a few of these steps. Like, we're not supposed to do refunds, but on the rare occasion we have to refund an electronic, then that's another step. So usually I don't have to do the refund report. So that skips about 5 minutes. But in the event that someone returns something and the manager approves it, I got to go through that. I got to write down that. I got to add that. I got to print that. I got to picture that. You know, so it takes a little bit of time, and, you know, it's a pain. Honestly, it's a pain. But I got it down to a science now. I start trying to do it. Well, I can't do it until 9. But here's the thing. Sometimes these damn customers don't leave. I do announcements, and I say we're closing at 9. And they, you know how people are. They just, they don't care. And then they'll come up to the register and they'll be like, yeah, I want to get this, this, and this. And can I get this? And I go, we're closed. I got to go home. I don't want to be here. You can be here. Here's the keys. I'll lock you in the building. You can do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. I want to go home. If you don't have no life, you can stay here all day. I'm good with that. But, you know, it's crazy. Usually on Saturday nights, it's 9 o'clock, and I got 5 people in line. And you got to check these people out because they're in the store, they're at the register, and then they're asking you questions. What's the price on this? What's the price on this? And it slows your ass down. Can I buy this? Can I get this? And I'm like, a few Saturdays ago, it was $9.45, and I'm still checking people. I'm still checking people out. I got the doors locked. And I still got people in line, and they're just like, oh, I want to know the prices. I'm like, look, it is damn near 9:45. You know, it takes 30 minutes to start my paperwork. So 30 minutes after I get these customers out. So, like last Saturday, I was in the store at almost 11 o'clock, and I don't get paid. Anything past 9:45, I don't get paid for it. So I worked an hour and 15 minutes. I didn't get paid for it. Because they do not veto anything. We are not supposed to be in that building past 9:30, 9:45 tops. Once in a blue moon, they'll approve 10 o'clock. But I'm there till 11 o'clock getting this paperwork done because I cannot leave until this paperwork is done. And these customers, I tell these customers this, and they don't give a shit. They don't care. They really don't care. They're just like, I don't give a shit. I want to buy my stuff. They got no lives. They don't really care. I mean, if the store was open 24 hours, they'd probably have people shopping 24 hours. You know, that's just how it is. But, you know, they don't care that you want to go home. They want to make your life miserable. And then they bring a basket full of shit up and they go, no, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that. And then on top of that, what they don't buy, you know, whatever. So, it's all good. So other than that, it's a pain in the ass, but everybody cares what I say, Doctor Who. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be here. So I got you there. I got you there. So, but you could be singing the Phil Collins song, I Don't Care Anymore. You know. But that's the life and times of, you know. Appreciate you popping up, John. But yeah, if you come in the chat tomorrow, John, and you wanna be on the panel tomorrow night, I'll find your email if it's on your channel or something. I'm sure you did give it to me, and I'll let Cajun give you an email, and you could pop up. You know. We can do some coins. We can, you know, we can do whatever. So, I still got 6 people in chat. Usually I end the stream when I got nobody on panel or I got less than 3. But I'll probably start wrapping this up pretty soon. Doctor Who, there's only one, you know. You know what? I call old vintage. And hell, you done seen this ugly face. I mean, you know, you ain't breaking no mirrors. You know, you ain't broke YouTube, so you're all right. Besides, you don't even have to show your face. You can just do this. You know, you could just talk if you want, or you could just point the camera at the wall and talk. It don't matter. It's up to you if you want to show anything. I have no idea what you're talking about, Doctor Who. You're putting emojis on, but there's only one emoji that actually counts. Well, I like a bunch of them, but there's only one true emoji that counts, and well, I can't do it right now, unfortunately. I'm waiting for YouTube to catch up because it's still on there about, I don't know. I have to wait till YouTube catches up in about 20 minutes. But the fleur-de-lis emoji is really the only one. See, we're the only sports team, I'm pretty sure, that has their own emoji on YouTube land. So, you know. Oh, I didn't know Cajun Tom Joe. I'm looking at the old chat that's going up on YouTube. It's playing catch up. Huh. Well, there we go. Good job, Cajun. Way to go. Here we see the Woot Woot in house. He's doing the laundry. Woot Woot is doing the laundry right now. And I'm going to have to check out the What Happened to Hoffa that Cajun put the link in. Okay, apparently the YouTube thing stops. I can't put my fleur-de-lis in there like I want to. But, you know, you've all seen it before. Do it, do it, do it. Do what? I'm watching StreamYards. I'm paying attention to YouTube. But, well, I'll put it in there, but I don't think it'll do anything. Yes, it's not letting me do it right now. It's being a pain in the ass. But, and it don't pick up on the, you know, you can do it. You can do it all night long. Good old Rob Schneider. Now, that would be another person I like to interview in the past. As the fleur-de-lis, I don't see anything. What the hell am I supposed to be looking at? Never mind, Jesus Christ, damn son, you're blind. I don't see anything else you're typing. What in the blue fuck of Jesus hell that you're typing that I'm supposed to fucking see? Explain this theory to me. I don't see what in the blue fuck of Jesus hell are you communicating to me that I'm not seeing on the YouTube or the StreamYards? I don't know. I don't know what the hell Doctor Who's talking about. I wish I knew. I got no goddamn idea. If I knew anything, I would know something. Anything. I don't know. But I don't know. Well, I ain't paying attention to that nonsense. Come on now. Don't be insulting the chat. I didn't see it on here. YouTube must have censored it. I don't see it. I'm looking. I did not see it on here. I'm looking right at it. I don't see any message. I don't see it. Post it again. You know, YouTube sometimes filters out stuff that I don't see it. And I don't see it on StreamYards. So, I mean, shit, you got my damn Instagram. Just send me a damn message. Just send me a damn friend request. Voila, problem solved. Instead of going through this, and the other. You got to understand, YouTube filter shit. See, nobody else saw it either. Okay, now I saw it. See, we didn't see that earlier. So, because I just went through the whole YouTube thing and I never saw it. So I see it now. I screenshotted it. Voila, there we go. Now I see it. Bill the Cat Act with a lot of lines under it. Yeah, I got it. But, you know. So. Yes, I can agree with that. That I can agree with. But, yeah, YouTube does censor things out from time to time. So it took 3 tries before I finally seen it. I'm not saying you didn't type it. You did type it twice. I just didn't see it. They just didn't post it. For whatever reason, they just didn't post it. So. Maybe. Who knows? Nobody's paying for anything. Do you see a monetization button down there? You don't see the monetization button down there because I got screwed twice off of it. And I'll probably get screwed a 3rd time for it. So. Like I was saying in, you know. I'd have to do it after the I'd have to do it after the stream. Because I don't, you know. I already got it. I got your Instagram. I just said it. Bill _the _cat _ACK. That's the that's what I see. How come you can't see Doctor Who's account? This other dude. All right. Now I'm confused. I got 2 different conversations going on here, and I'm trying to figure out what are these 2 conversations related. I think they are, but oh, I got yours, Brock's boys. I just haven't added anybody yet. Oh, you're looking at the what you call it? Well, all you got to do is type Doctor Who in the YouTube chat. Wait, hold on. Ah, shit. Now YouTube's going apeshit again. Hold on. They're playing catch up. Oh, wait. It's playing catch up, so now I can put the fleur-de-lis in there. But let's see. There's a fleur-de-lis. What? You want? No, hold on. No. Do. I'll drop Doctor Who's channel link thingamajig. I don't think he does any more videos on it, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's done a video in years, but I'll drop his channel. That would be 4 years. Okay. I do not want that. YouTube is screwing me up again. Hold on. There we go. Let's see if that works. Hold on. Because YouTube is very funny. Yeah, that works, I think. Yeah, see, there's Doctor Who. He don't do any more videos. I don't know. Oh, Southern Coin Hunter dropped a video. So I'm going to go watch that after this. But, see, there you go. Let me get off of this thingamajig. Come on. Go back here. Anyways, folks, I think I'm going to end the chat. I'm getting pretty tired. So I appreciate y'all being here. Go check out each other. Go watch Brock's Boy stuff. He got some pretty good stuff. Sports paraphernalia. You know, you can watch Doctor Who's old stuff if you want. Not too bad. It is what it is out there in well, I don't know what that is. I haven't watched his videos in probably 4 years. But anywho, appreciate you, John. We'll try to get you on the panel tomorrow night. So anyway, y'all have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow when I pop on. So see you, folks. You too, John, and everybody else in chat.